And we're just moments away from SoCal College Sports continuing coverage of the Mira Costa College second annual Clete Adelman Classic as the Antelope Valley Marauders face off against the Cerritos College Falcons. And remember, spread the word, everybody. If you have friends or family that couldn't make it to tonight's game, be sure to let them know that they can watch all of our games, including this one, live on our website at www.socalcollegesports.com and also on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. And be sure to tweet at us at SoCal College Spo, whether or not you want to let us know how we're doing. You have a shout out to one of your favorite teams or players. We'd be more than happy to get that on the air for you. Back in a moment, everybody.
I've always been told that it is part of my duty to be a voice for my community. And I like to think that as an attorney here at the Cochran firm, that I am doing what Mr. Cochran wanted us to do, which was to always be committed to your community and to serve your community and to fight, even when you feel like the odds are against you. And at the end of the day, justice will be served.
Ram trucks are America's longest lasting pickup truck, and you can buy your Ram truck at H.W. Hunter Ram of the West, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer. With knowledgeable truck experts, great deals, and an inventory as big as the wide open West. Choose from hundreds of pickup trucks and commercial vehicles. And you can find your Ram of the West at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Auto Mall and ramofthewest.com.
Moments away from tip-off in semifinal number 2. The Clete Adelman Classic here from Mira, Costa College. Jeff Stonoff, Mike Cepeda, the entire SoCal College sports team here with you. And it's Antelope Valley College set to take on Cerritos College for a date in the championship tomorrow against San Diego City, who just won against Miramar to advance to the final, a 15-point win, 97-82. Nuwachukwu has this one tipped away into the backcourt. It'll stay with Antelope Valley quickly. The starters, Antelope Valley sticking with the same lineup that was so successful yesterday. Follings Jr. and Julian Payton in the backcourt, Demarie Jones, O.C. Nuwachukwu, and Gregory Floyd Jr. up front. We'll give you the Cerritos lineup momentarily. This is Payton at the top of the key. Finds Follings. Follings checked by Mack. Puts up the runner off the side of the backboard. Mack has the rebound for Cerritos. Wants to run. It's a 2-on-2. Keyshawn Mack leaves it. Instead, they go outside. Elvis off to Thomas.
Like the transition defense early here.
Carter trying to establish position down low. Has it. The shot off the rim. No good. A rebound pulled down by Follings and a whistle in the backcourt. Follings is fouled after Carter had a point-blank look.
And Mack, the offending party, and it's a pretty good job by Floyd coming over. He left his feet a little early, but the length and athleticism bothering Carter. He's off on the point-blank try. Still scoreless.
Alvis and Coliro in the backcourt. Keyshawn Mack, Demetrius Thomas, and Jason Carter up front for the Falcons. Floyd from 17 just grazed the iron. Coliro has the rebound. Thomas leaking out ahead of everybody. Lays it up and gets the roll.
Thomas got away with the travel there, but he gets it to go. High degree of difficulty with Floyd in pursuit.
So the Falcons draw first blood as we take a quick look at the replay. And you see Thomas just getting out in front of everybody, leaking out a little bit early, and able to get the finish. Payton, checked by Alvis, tries to leave it for Floyd. Floyd has a mismatch on Coliro, and he drives and lays it in.
And right there, you see why Gregory Floyd's such a big-time prospect. He's 6'8", 6'9", a lot of length, a lot of skill. He finishes in traffic, and he's not going up against a cupcake down low. Demetrius Thomas is an absolute stud, and he puts it over the big man.
Mack in the high post to Carter, fakes on Floyd, starts a drive, lost the handle in a crowd, finishes at the rim.
Great job by Carter on the finish. Payton done a good job of getting a hand in and trying to poke it away.
Jason Carter averaging just under 10 a game, but he's got a quick 4. Payton driving on Alvis. Alvis might have gotten a piece.
Yeah, I thought that's a block for Alvis.
Carter fans it outside. Mack with the baseline jumper. That's smooth, and the Falcons have the 6-2 lead.
That's too easy. Nobody gets out. We got to watch it here between Thomas and Floyd. Very physical early on.
And Floyd, I think it's safe to say in our coverage, an emotional player.
Yeah.
He'll try from 3. That got the side of the backboard. Nuwachukwu trying to keep it alive, but it's Carter who pulls it down. In transition, Mack with a baseline 3. Kaboom.
Timeout.
9-2. Well, they've got it at 10-2, so I believe it was back-to-back threes.
Back-to-back triples for Mack.
17-14 to go, and the Falcons off to a torrid start. They lead at 10-2. It's a 30-second timeout as Coach Taylor needs to find a way to help his Marauders regroup.
Yeah, Mack on the season from 3, shooting it almost 40%, 38.5%. So player you have to get out on, but that's 2 wide open looks for a player at 38.5%. Just you have to do a better job defensively early on. Thought the transition defense was really good early on for the Marauders, but in the half court, not so much. And Mack exploiting them on the weak side, and that is a place of worry defensively if you're a Marauder fan.
Lots of danger in falling behind a team in Cerritos that comes in 13-3, one of the better teams. But of particular danger, opponent field goal percentage under 39% on the season. So this is not the kind of team where you're going to go out and make a big run. The way they were able to play defense, 39%, 4th in the entire 3C2A.
Yeah.
So they'll D up. Payton over the timeline off to Nuwachukwu. Nuwachukwu gets a screen from Follings, tries for 3 and hits.
OC with a response, and Nuwachukwu just keeps on building on his resume throughout the season. Came in a bit of a raw prospect, but man, he has really honed his craft and one of the better players in the state.
Mack driving on Floyd, snaps a pass down low to Carter. He is hammered by Floyd. And are they going to say this is before the shot?
Yeah, I thought that happened down low. Coach Russ May not happy about the call, but I think they're correct when I thought Carter was not in the act.
One, I think, is Coach May trying to argue that he was fouled hard enough that he really couldn't get into the act? And why should you be rewarded for that, essentially?
At the same time, you have to go through the contact. He was contacted while he was crouching down, was Carter, and that's why it's baseline out of bounds.
So Alvis will bring it in. Floyd fronting him. Gets it to Mack. Shot clock at 18. Mack, the second leading scorer for the Falcons on the season. Finds Alvis. Calero circles left on the dribble. Shot clock running down. It's down to 6 seconds. Now Alvis just has to force up a turnaround. Long rebound, corralled by Osi. So Nuachukwu tracks down the rebound. Marauders trying to cut into a 5-point deficit. Demarie Jones driving on Calero. Calero with a terrific block.
That's a great job of just standing your ground defensively.
There's not very often this season that we have seen Jones denied on a drive. But Calero beating him to the spot and gets the block. Carter into the lane, hangs and scores.
That is all power from Carter over Nuachukwu. That's a tough matchup for Osi down low. He's going to need some help on the weak side.
12-5. Peyton leans over the dribble around a Nuachukwu screen. Still working on Alvis. Nuachukwu gets a screen from Floyd. He'll try again for 3. No good.
Too far out.
Long rebound. Corralled by Calero. And now the Falcons will try to extend on a 7-point lead, 12-5. The score, 15-31 and counting to go here in the first half. Alvis, terrific entry to Thomas. The turnaround shot from 10 feet is good. 14-5. Another timeout taken by Antelope Valley. This is a full timeout. 15:24 to go in the first half. Cerritos off to the quick start. They lead it. It's the Clete Adelman Classic from Mira Costa College here on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
And remember, everybody, if you have friends and family that could not make it to tonight's game, be sure to let them know that they can watch all of our broadcasts for free on our website at www.socalcollegesports.com or our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. And be sure to tweet at us if you have a shout out to one of your favorite teams or players, or you just want to let us know how we're doing, or just want to say hi. We'd be more than happy to get that on the air for you. Tweet it at us at SoCal College SPO. That's S-P-O.
.24 remaining in the first half, 14-5. Cerritos all over Antelope Valley early on. And we had Demetrius Thomas, starting big man for the Falcons, come over to the table. He wanted me to give a couple shout-outs, and I'm going to do just that. Demetrius Thomas's dad watching, along with 2 sisters, Shaniqua DeMagenet, Grandma Ellen Davis, and Mom Tiffany Davis. Always love to interact with the crowd.
Yeah, Demetrius, 6'8", and listed as a guard. So he's got some versatility. Follings on the drive. Lobs it outside to Peyton. Down low. Jones working on Calero. The turnaround shot, rims no good. Rebound on the floor. The Falcons have it. But a steal in the backcourt. Follings tries to snap a pass to Jones. He's got it. Forces one up on the glass and gets the basket to go. 14-7. Jones having some difficulty early here, working on Calero. He's doing a great job.
Well, it's a great test here for Demarie Jones, and he goes to a little finesse there, a little Cedric Ceballos. Little spin off the glass, gets it to go in his first bucket here tonight. They need Demarie Jones to heat up.
Yeah, he's averaging just under 23 a game.
See Jamar Kemp on the floor for the first time tonight. They need his size down low and his versatility offensively and moving the basketball.
Meanwhile, Jonathan Guzman has checked in for the Falcons. They work it around to Mack. Mack checked by Nuachukwu. The 3 on the way, that's good. Mack is on fire early.
Well, third triple of the first half, and Osi pretty good defense at a hand right in his grill, but Mack.
Yeah, 9 points early, 17-7. Peyton tries to cross over on Alvis. Jamar Kemp has checked into the game. Sets the screen for Jones. Mack had the near steal. Kemp dancing on the dribble. Starts to drive on Mack, off to Peyton. Shot clock down to 4. Peyton's in some trouble. Alvis had the near steal. Peyton's pass into Jones. Jones just has to throw one up there. Rim's no good. And the rebound to Guzman. Thomas. Catch and shoot for 3. No good. Rebound tapped around to Kemp.
Don't like that shot there from Thomas. Get into your set. It's a quick shot. Luckily, that didn't carry him off and start a break going back the other way. Best offense at times for the Marauders this season has been a missed shot.
Follings missing from long range. One and done again for the Marauders. Mack working on Nuachukwu. They'll work it around. Calero wants a high screen from Thomas. Instead, he gives it to Thomas. Shot clock at 15. Thomas starts a drive on Peyton. Hangs in the air and gets it to go. Soft touch from Thomas. 19-7, a 12-point lead. This is the largest for the Falcons early. They have come out a house of fire. And they have the early 12-point cushion. Kemp gonna try to answer from 3. That's good.
Love that shot there. That's great composure from Jamar Kemp. Takes a screen and, hey, you're gonna let me shoot this? I have a nice shooting touch. He shoots it over 90% from the stripe and showing up the long range there with the triple.
That was Kemp's first 3 of the season. I got to tell you, Michael, that surprises me.
I don't think that's correct because I think he hit a 3 yesterday.
Yeah, he has shown range. Thomas trying to drive on Kemp. Loose ball. Kemp has the steal.
Shows pretty good hands right there with the poke away.
Kemp off to Peyton. He's checked by Guzman. This could be an advantage for Peyton. Instead, he leaves it for Kemp.
It's a better matchup
Kemp
here.
starts to back down and sends that one into the stands.
I like the idea there from Kemp, but the pass isn't there because the defense is going to close. The defensive spacing for Cerritos is fantastic, and they're able to get away with that type of spacing because their athleticism and on-ball defense is so good.
19-10, 12 minutes exactly to go in the first half. Carter will bring it in. Another substitution. Wilkes has checked in for Cerritos. So Cody Wilkes on the floor along with Malik Smith. So a new backcourt. Riley Hamilton also in the game. So Coach Russ May shuffling the bodies early. And the Falcons go a solid 10 deep. Guzman enters it into Carter. 5 on the shot clock. Now Hamilton working against the clock. Lost the handle on the way up. Peyton has the steal. He doesn't have any numbers, and he'll peel it back out.
Again, great transition defense from Cerritos.
Back out, Nuachukwu, and instead they'll set things up with Jones. Jones around a Kemp screen. In the corner, DeJesus has come on, missed everything. The rebound to Smith. Smith wants to run. Off to Hamilton, in from the left. The shot won't go, but a foul called.
2 shots coming. ABC just on their heels early on and defensively on their heels right there as Hamilton takes it to the rack.
You know, Mike, I think the danger here is that it's the Falcon defense that really has Antelope Valley out of sorts, but that can so easily creep into your own defensive effort if you get a little bit frustrated getting good shots against a very good defense.
It's great playing against a team like Cerritos. This is right before conference. Cerritos is going to be there at the end. They very may well be one of the 4 teams that comes out of the South. Think about the South Coast Conference, the North and the South. You got ELAC in there. You got Mount Sac, who's always very good. Cerritos, just a loaded conference.
And hardly the only one in a very deep South. Think about the Orange Empire Conference as well. Saddleback and Fullerton in the picture. And we haven't even gotten to San Diego City. Nuachukwu from 3. Well, Osi from long range has been most of the offense so far, 21-13.
We have a bench warning here on Cerritos after the made 3. Osi's going to have to take over. Osi can get his shot whenever he wants. Jones is going to come off. He'll be replaced by Miles Wise. And would really like to see Demarie Jones make an adjustment here because they have game plan for Demarie, and he's not responded well early, but with his ability, you expect him to really turn the corner here next time he's in the ball game.
Guzman leaves it for Carter, who traveled.
Got to put the ball down first. Forward momentum, lifting the pivot foot off of the floor. It's an easy call.
So Wise with Peyton, along with Wesley DeJesus, Nuachukwu, and Jamar Kemp on the floor for Antelope Valley. This is Kemp holding on Carter.
Back cut.
Looking for a backdoor cut. Nuachukwu, left-handed scoop, won't go, but a foul called. And this is a charge on O.C. Nuachukwu.
It's a bad call. It's not even his call from the far side. Nuachukwu was controlled in midair, and I think they're still talking about it. Should be an overrule from the referee that had it right in front of him.
Yeah, the call came from over on the far side.
If it's an offensive foul, it's going to go against O.C.
So Coach Russ May wants to head over and see what the talk is about.
Okay.
So they are going to call Nuachukwu for the charge.
I thought the defender came in underneath, and O.C., some active hands, forces a steal. DeJesus with it off to O.C. Nuachukwu, and O.C. wins another possession, gets it right back for the Marauders. It's the Falcons and the Marauders here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Offensive foul, this time on Peyton. I think that was the correct call. Peyton needs to come up with the jump stop, go straight up. Instead, the momentum carries him into the defender. Peyton will stay on. Mario Jones back out on the floor. He'll come on for O.C. Nuachukwu.
Well, it's so difficult to start the offense, to start a drive from better than 20 feet out. It's just a lot of time for a defender to establish position, and that's what Peyton was working against on that particular drive, and he picks up the offensive foul.
And the shot went. You know, that's a shot where he just has to be a little bit more composed, go straight up instead of carrying forward. That pass a little bit off the mark, nearly a backcourt violation. Carter saves it. Lee Smith with it far side. Gets it back from Hamilton. They enter into the high post, the way high post. Top of the key, meanwhile, to Carter. Carter working against Damari Jones. They're looking for a duck in on Guzman. Guzman working against Kemp. Nothing there. Reverse layup off the mark. Rebound tapped around. Finally won by Miles Wise.
Well, there's an opportunity here for Antelope Valley with the two leading scorers for the Falcons on the bench right now.
DeJesus up ahead quickly in the short corner. Good defense. A double comes over. DeJesus has to bring it back out. Sirocco Fallings, meanwhile, has it. Over to Jones. Kemp working one-on-one in the post, looking to reverse it. Keeps on his dribble, gives off to Sirocco. 5 on the shot clock. Marauders going to have to get a shot up. Kemp, his second triple, falling away, doesn't hit anything. It's a shot clock violation. If they don't call it, they'll let play go on. Hamilton transition up ahead to Wilkes. Wilkes from 3. That missed everything, except for the backboard. Rebound off to the Falcons. Hamilton will slow things down here. 8:50 to go in the first half. It's an 8-point lead for Cerritos. And Jeff, I think you can make the argument that it should be a lot more for Cerritos. The Marauders so fortunate here.
Yeah, you look up, they're only down 8.
Carter down low, need to bring the double. They do. Here's Wilkes from 3. Off the mark, the back iron. Hamilton with a rebound. Point blank, can't put it in. Kemp with a rebound.
Well, you can't let them keep having second and third chances. And that time, the Marauders able to dodge a bullet.
Demetrius Thomas to the scorer's table. He'll check in at the next dead ball, along with Mack. Haven't seen them two in a while. Kemp looking for a cutter. I just really love the off-the-ball defense here. The ball you man, that's just great coaching. And you have to be really proud of your guys if you're Russ May. Jones nearly has that one go in. DeJesus with a rebound, flies in and puts it back.
Wesley crushing the offensive glass.
Steal here by Kemp. He tried to heel kick that to one of his players. Well, Jamar Kemp had a future in 2 sports.
Well, they trailed by as many as 12, but this is a 6-0 run for Antelope Valley, and Coach Russ May comes back with both Thomas and Mack at this point, his 2 leading scorers returning, and I think Coach Russ May did not like the way it was going with that 5 on the floor.
ABC starting to find their footing here and see what works for them. Wise with a foul.
Yeah, just a little too much hands there for Miles Wise.
You got to move your feet, not move your hands into the offensive player. It's an easy call. 7:44 to go. 6-point advantage for the Falcons in blue, working left to right. They have possession right now. Demetrius Thomas will bring it in. Quick double team. Damari Jones and Sirocco Fallings. In pursuit, Mack down the corner one-on-one versus Mile Wise. He's looking to get into the high post. They do. Here's Carter, has that one poked away. Great hands from DeMar Kemp. Under 10 on the shot clock. We're going to have a jump ball forced. And arrow should stay here. I believe ABC won the tip, and it does. It's going to be 7 on the shot clock. Baseline out of bounds. Cerritos will have it. I'll have to work quickly. Back into the ball game. It's Alvis. And Alvis did a great job early on.
Michael, this is where you need to be so alert defensively. Shot clock running down. You don't want to give up an easy shot here on the inbound from under your own basket.
Nobody covering Carter. Kemp needs to be wary. We're going to have a little back and forth between Mack and Miles Wise. Unlike what we saw last game where we saw it get away from the referees, I think the referees have done a pretty good job to this point of keeping control of this one. Guzman with it. Oh, that's a travel. He changed pivot foot. Rebound off to Carter. Carter has that one slapped away right to Guzman. Guzman goes up with it, lays it up and lays it in. Just a terrible no call there. Same referee that overruled on the charge earlier, so he's 0 for 2. 7-11 remaining here in the first half. 8-point lead for the Falcons now after the made bucket from Guzman. DeJesus off to Marie Jones, guarded by Mack. He gets a screen, switch off. Miles Wise had a little room early on. Three-pointer out of rhythm, no good. Carter with a rebound.
That's a tough shot for Wise, who doesn't really have his feet under him.
Yeah, it's got to take the first one there. Got to be ready for it, too. And Mack bumped before the shot goes up.
I'll tell you, that was a pretty good finish from Keyshawn Mack, who's already hit 3 threes and averages just under 13 a game, which has me thinking only just under 13 a game so far from what I've seen.
Floyd comes back in. Floyd obviously can be a difference maker, but obviously has to keep his emotions quelled. When he can, man, he is a force.
Well, Mike, I think as you watch this game at your Antelope Valley, they're not going to win this game unless they have their best defensive effort of the season.
Alvis, Thomas, over to Mack. Mack guarded by Floyd. Floyd can be really good on the ball. So can Osi. Follies on Thomas. Thomas, see if he goes to work. No. Mack up top. 10 on the shot clock. Mack, nothing there. Thomas on Sirocco. Bailout 3. That's off the mark. Rebound, fought 4 and 1 by Guzman. Alvis came flying in out of nowhere to win another possession and tap one to his own player.
It's probably at least 6 or 7 offensive rebounds for the Falcons in this first half, and that's entirely too many.
And a couple of missed point-blank layups, too. The lead is 8 right now for the Falcons, looking to add to it on this possession. Alvis has that one poked away by Jamar Kemp. Osinua in transition, working on Carter. Crossover, Euro step. Great feed, Sirocco. Fallings down low. Assist for Osi, bucket for Fallings. 6-point advantage now for the Falcons.
Running the floor as we take one more look. What great patience from Osi to find Fallings.
He knew exactly what was happening. The game's just really slowed down now for Osinua. Such a solid player for Coach John Taylor and company and the Marauders. Alvis has that one blocked, it looked like. Nope. Over the outstretched arms of Gregory Floyd. Just a very tough shot. Back to an 8-point advantage for Cerritos.
Cerritos, similar to Antelope Valley, really not reliant on the three-point shot, and it's not a big part of their offense. If you're AVC, you could really pack it in and really dare them to beat you from outside, but you have to get on the defensive glass as well.
The only guy you can't leave open is Floyd, or rather Mack, as Demarie Jones in the lane converts. Marie, I believe, has 6 points. Jones on Thomas. Alvis, quick 3, the lefty, off the mark. Floyd with the rebound. One and done that time for the Marauders.
Great box out by Floyd. Shielding off Guzman.
Marie enters to Kemp. Kemp working on Carter, looking for Osi down low. They fall asleep. Osi, reverse layup, no good. Rebounded by Guzman. We have a timeout. 30-second timeout on the floor.
Yeah, now, Mike, I have the sense there because Nwachukwu flashed open right under the basket, and Keyshawn Mack just elapsed defensively, and that immediately draws the timeout. I don't want to speculate that that's automatically what it was, but I don't think the timing's a total accident there, because that was something you don't like to see.
You're exactly right, because we talked about the volume man principles early on defensively for Cerritos. That's exactly what the timeout's for. You can't let your man sneak down low, especially such an offensively potent player like Osi Nwachukwu. 6-point lead for the Falcons, 4:40 to go in the first half. You are watching SoCalCollegeSports.com's coverage. The Clete Adelman Classic live from Mira Costa College. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoynoff, Matt Henson with you. Mira Costa. Well, I guess the correct pronunciation, Mira Costa. But I don't want to get too Spanish. 4:35 to go here in the first half. Alvis over to Mack near side. Gets it back, working at the top. Got away with a carry there. In plain sight. Wilkes back to Alvis. Mack in the corner, short corner jumper. Doesn't hit anything. Floyd with a rebound, and he's going to bring it up. No numbers. And the transition defense. Jeff, you talk about this Cerritos ball club and why you don't see a lot of runs on them throughout the season, why they're so good defensively. Just look at how well they get back defensively. Fallings takes it to the rack. Layup up, no good, but he's fouled. Alvis riding him to the baseline with a body. What do you do against teams that get back defensively? You keep on attacking, get them on their heels. It's exactly what Fallings does. He's going to get rewarded.
Yeah, you might catch a little lull there where they're setting up on defense. You know, if you can invent an award here, as I look at AVC this season, I feel like by the end of the year, it might be Sirocco Fallings that gets most improved player on this team, as he has really started to step up offensively.
Bucket down low.
Floyd cleaning it up on the Jones air ball.
25-22. The lead has been cut to 3 minutes remaining in the first half. ABC has chipped away. Mack in the mid post has that shot. Well, he gives off to Thomas. Thomas couldn't handle it cleanly. Lost it on the baseline. Nearly has that pass intercepted by Fallings, and now Cerritos out of sorts in the half court.
This is a 13-4 run for Antelope Valley to get back within 3. And Mike, you have the sense, as we watch Antelope Valley a lot of this season so far, this could be a huge win. It's a long way to go, obviously, but this is the kind of win I feel like this team needs to really gain that confidence that they can compete at the highest level.
Well, they certainly have the talent and the ability to do so, but the inconsistency is really what burns them. Alvis from the elbow can't get that one to go, and their defense in the half court is really ratcheted up, and they have matched the intensity defensively that Cerritos brought out of the gate. Fallings will bring it up. Hands off to Demarie Jones. Jones in the weave off to Floyd. Floyd working on Thomas. More weave action. Here's Fallings. Fallings enters into the action here offensively for the Marauders. Jones off of a screen at the mid-post. Into the lane. Nobody covering Demarie. Going to put that up, put it in.
Yeah, I think Alvis was expecting some help back into the middle of the lane. Nobody there, and Jones with the soft touch.
A lot of movement offensively for ABC, and they have really kicked it into high gear. Cerritos having trouble with them in the high post. With that weave action. Steal by Osi.
Give it up, Osi.
Osi 3-on-1. Only the third team foul, so it's going to be sidelined out of bounds. Just a great job defensively by Osi Nwachukwu.
Yeah, and a nice job by Wilkes in that situation as well, recognizing that they were giving away numbers. It was a 3-on-1 developing, and he takes the non-shooting foul. And now Antelope Valley will have to work in a half-court set, still trailing it by 1.
Jones will bring it into Fallings Jr.
I'll tell you, the hands for Antelope Valley collectively in this first half, Michael.
2 warnings on the floor. They had already been talking to Mack, and now Gregory Floyd will have to come off. Been so good rebounding the basketball defensively, but talked about the emotion that he brings to the table and sometimes can get the better of him. It's a good job by Coach Taylor and company taking him out of the ball game right now. Only 150 to go, but they have the momentum in their favor. Don't need anything harmful here for the team.
I think it's the right move by Coach Taylor over there on the bench for AVC, but if you're an AVC fan, that's a substitution you didn't want to see happen, because I think you're exactly right. Floyd had really been a big part of this run that's gotten ABC back into this game.
Same time, you're not game planning for Angelo Solis. What do I know about Angelo Solis? He's very good from 3. Watch out for an open 3 ball here in the half court. 2-3 look now defensively from Cerritos, and at times this season ABC has struggled versus zone looks. They collapse here. Here's Osi. Osi at the high post off of the carom. 5 on the shot clock. Demarie Jones. Solis wide open 3 from the corner. Didn't hit anything except for the backboard. Did not hit rim. Well, as I'm praising his shooting ability, doesn't hit anything except for the backboard.
Boy, you were almost incredibly prescient there. Angelo just needed to knock down that shot for you. Well, you know, like, that was not a terribly good set against the 2-3 zone. An awful lot of dribble penetration, and that's probably not going to get it done.
Lucky to get a wide open shot out of it. It was a broken play. Mack now with it at the top. Spin move middle, lost the ball. Solis with a rebound. Great look up ahead. Demarie Jones in transition, throws it up on the rim. He'll be fouled. It's a great job by Demarie in traffic to get the shot up. 2 shots coming to Demarie Jones. ABC can take the lead with a couple made free throws right here.
Terrific job by Jones as he was tripped up there, maintaining some semblance of balance and flipping one up on the rim. He almost got it to go.
Such a skillful player is Demarie Jones, in and out on the first.
Jones quietly in the victory over Mira Costa yesterday in round 1. 20 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists. He's 0 for 2 from the line here.
Misses from both, so the lead stays with the Falcons. Under a minute to go in the first half. Leek Smith will bring it up for the Falcons, off to Mack. Keyshawn near side. Back to Malik Smith. Poliero. Entry pass in the mid post. Nwachukwu fouls Mack. That's going to be 1 and 1. That's a second foul on Osi if memory serves, and likely going to have to bring him out of the ball game now. Or do you gamble? Osi's being your best player offensively here in the first half. Floyd getting ready to check in after the 1-1. And he'll come in for Osi. 45 seconds to go here. Mack readies the first free throw. It's great minutes. And indeed, that is the second foul on Osi Nwachukwu. So he'll come off. First free throw up and good by Keyshawn Mack. Got to hit your free throws.
Well, and especially in a game that very well might come down to the final possession or two.
Second free throw rattles out. Solis with a rebound. Solis, Jalon Tennant, Gregory Floyd, Marie Jones. Sirocco Fallings on the floor for the Marauders, trailing it by 2. Jones working with the basketball, has to give off to Solis. Solis reverses it near side. This is Fallings. Fallings turns a corner. That's great textbook move right there. Just can't get the jumper to go from 12 feet. Fallings trying to cut off Smith. Smith in transition gives off to Guzman. Guzman nothing there. 16 on the game clock here as the first half winds down. Smith gives off to Keyshawn Mack, and Mack will hold for the final shot. Looking for a screen, gets one from Carter. Mack looks like he carried there at the top of the key, just fell down and loses it out of bounds. That's a good no call there from the referee. There was some contact, but it was initiated by the offensive player. Mack will come off. He's got to be wary here. Already warned. Not happy with the no call there. The correct no call, though.
2.3 seconds. Maybe just enough time here for a catch and a dribble.
Enter in Demarie Jones. Take a couple dribbles from half court. Demarie, that'll count if it goes. It doesn't. You go in at the half. A 2-point lead for the Cerritos College Falcons on top of the Marauders. 3C2A men's basketball. The Clete Adelman Classic from Mira Costa. Mira Costa College here. Back in a moment. Moments away from the start of Game 2 of our coverage here today, Game 3 on the day. Day 2 of the BC We Play Hard tournament. Sponsored by the James Ennis Foundation. We're live from Ventura College. Ivy now with it, turns a corner. That pass is stolen by Peyton. Peyton from long distance and buries the triple. Off the steal, Peyton reads it, gets it himself, fires from about 40 feet, and buries it to tie it up at 31. Short corner, inside Jamar Kemp, kicks back out to Peyton. Peyton thought about it, back to Kemp in the corner, 5 on the shot clock. Great reversal in the corner, this is Fallings.
What a feed from Kemp.
Long 2, that's a great pass down low from Kemp. Falling away from the bucket, one-handed pass. I mean, that is LeBron-esque right there, on the money in the shooter's pocket.
Kemp nearly has the steal. It's loose now. They do have it. Floyd all alone with the dunk.
Ram trucks are America's longest lasting pickup truck, and you can buy your Ram truck at H.W. Hunter Ram of the West, LA County's #1 Ram truck dealer. With knowledgeable truck experts, great deals, and an inventory as big as a wide open West. Choose from hundreds of pickup trucks and commercial vehicles. And you can find your Ram of the West at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Auto Mall and ramofthewest.com.
I've always been told that it is part of my duty to be a voice for my community. And I like to think that as an attorney here at the Cochran firm, that I am doing what Mr. Cochran wanted us to do, which was to always be committed to your community and to serve your community and to fight, even when you feel like the odds are against you. And at the end of the day, justice will be served.
Spread the word, everybody. If you have friends or family that couldn't make it to tonight's game, be sure to let them know that they can watch all of our broadcasts on our website at www.socalcollegesports.com and our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. And be sure to tweet at us at SoCal College Spo if you have a shout-out that you'd like us to give on air for one of your favorite players or teams. We'd be more than happy to do so. Again, that's SoCal College Spo. That's SPO. At the half, the Falcons lead the Marauders 26-24. Back in a moment.
Cerritos and Antelope Valley, the second annual Clete Adelman Classic from Mira, Costa College. Here on SoCalCollegeSports.com, we head to the second half with Cerritos clinging to a 2-point lead. They led by as many as 12 in the first half, but it was Antelope Valley that really had their way in the latter stages, crawling back into the game, but they still trail it by 2. Can they knock off the 13-3 Cerritos College Falcons and earn a spot in the final against San Diego City College tomorrow at 4 o'clock? Nuachukwu on the drive. That ball poked away. Calero giving chase along with Nuachukwu on the floor, and the whistle comes in, and the ball will stay with Antelope Valley here to start the second half. Follings along with Peyton. Kemp in the lineup along with Demarie Jones and Nuachukwu. So a slight change, Michael, as they bring Kemp into the starting lineup. And, you know, obviously with the kind of ability to pass and see the floor that Jamar Kemp has, Coach Taylor with the feeling that he'd like to try and pair that a little bit more with Jones and Nuachukwu and see if they can open up some offensive opportunities.
You know, it's a growing experience here if you're Julian Payton. I think they bring Kemp back here because it's a matter of physicality. Right now, Payton not exactly responding all that well to the physicality defensively brought on by Cerritos. And Kemp, when he was inserting into the lineup in that first half, was very effective, poked a lot of balls away defensively, and was able to facilitate the offense, much like Julian Payton's able to do, just from the high post.
Yeah, I got an old school for you, an old school NBA reference, but I watch Alvis and Calero, that backcourt for Cerritos College. It's a little like Norm Van Leer and Jerry Sloan back in the day for the Bulls, going all the way back to the 70s, but a very hard-nosed defensive backcourt, the way they get after you.
I'm sure that's a reference that Clete Adelman would appreciate. Near steal there for Fallings.
I was a little late. I didn't get it when Clete was here. Mack open for three, and that rattles home. Mack with his fourth three of the game, if memory serves,
yeah,
Michael.
He's 4 for 4 from downtown now, and he has 13 points. He led all scorers with 10 at the half.
Back to a 5-point lead.
Can't lose that guy in the half court.
Now the Marauders in the weave. Jones, right of the lane, flicks it up, but the shot going to be before the foul, I should say, before the shot.
What an incredible effort there by DeMaurier. Does not get continuation, but he's able to make the shot anyway.
So the foul goes on Calero.
1-4 set, baseline out of bounds. Kemp will bring it in. Look for DeMaurier in a lob shot here, or a lob dunk.
Yeah, a little bit bigger lineup on the floor, as you alluded to moments ago, Michael. Kemp on for Peyton. Jones, right of the key. Enters it into Floyd. Floyd with the turnaround, rimming no. Rebound pulled down by Alvis. 5-point lead for the Falcons. Nice job by the Marauders getting back on defense. Now the Falcons will set up. Shot clock at 19. Alvis gets a screen from Carter, picked up by Kemp in a switch. Carter has Fallings to the basket, goes glass, lays it in.
Just an impossible matchup there for Fallings Jr. Working against the much bigger Carter. And Carter, a lot of old man game down low, able to put it up and in.
Yeah, Carter helped the Falcons get off to that very fast start. Saw them get into a double-digit lead almost immediately. Fallings from 17, rims high, no good. Tipped in by Kemp.
Great job by Kemp coming in very late, but able to get one of his big mitts on there and tap it in.
Well, one of the things we often talk about, how important the last 5 minutes of the first half is, how important the first 5 minutes of the second half is, and you have the decided feeling with Antelope Valley that they need to keep the momentum here in the first 5 minutes of this second half and not immediately fall behind again. The ball on the floor dug out by Jones. Jones wants to run, having trouble finding the handle, but it makes its way to Fallings. A lot of contact, no call. Floyd working for the rebound. He's on the baseline, and what's the call?
He gets a foul down low. It's probably going to go against Thomas, and indeed it will. Demetrius whistled for a foul.
Thomas picks up the foul. That's the second on the Falcons here early in the second half, 31-26. The score, DeJesus and Peyton return for Antelope Valley.
Wesley, family watching in Puerto Rico. Narciso, his dad. Wesley, his brother. Melinda, his mom.
Nwachukwu gets a screen from Kemp from 17 feet. That's good.
Money in the bank. Osi. Just so good now with that mid-range game. Really, really developing here.
4 straight for Antelope Valley, back within 3. Lob to Thomas down low. Layup won't go. And a foul on the rebound.
Just going to go against Kemp down low.
Working against Thomas.
Just relentless offensive boarding pursuit from Demetrius Thomas, and on the putback, he's going to be awarded 2 free throws.
Yeah, Thomas spent much of that first half matched up with Fallings, matched up with Peyton, and that's really one of the first times that I can recall in the game that he established position down low. And that time did so to good effect, but he's in and out with the free throw. One more coming.
Thomas with great size and athleticism.
He's a 76% foul shooter, averaging 16.6 a game on the season.
Well, what that tells me, he has the ability to shoot the basketball. You know, this is a player you might see at the next level. I'm not talking about D1.
37% from three-point range.
Long ways to go, obviously, but you know, if he's able to hone his craft with his type of game and versatility.
4-point lead. Peyton angles into the front court. DeJesus around a Floyd screen.
Floyd didn't read that. He had backdoor all day.
Kemp between the circles. Shot clock down to 13. Kemp starts a drive, leaves it for DeJesus. Leaner won't go.
What a great lead there by Kemp.
Rebound to Thomas. Alvis in on DeJesus. Reverse layup, no good. Nwachukwu snaps down the board, gets it ahead to Floyd. Floyd in on Thomas. Good and one.
See the replay on that one. Floyd, terrific anticipation there. Matt, what a great job going to that shot in live action. Foul on Demetrius. Gregory Floyd can cut this to a 1-point deficit for the Marauders.
And he does. So Floyd converts. 1-point lead for the Falcons.
We got a dogfight here in semifinal number 2 here, Jeffrey.
Antelope Valley has not led in this game. Kemp steps in front, leading the break, 3-on-2. Kemp in from the left, layup won't go. Calero has the rebound. The Falcons want to go back the other way. No numbers. Mack into the lane, hangs in the air, tries to drop a pass to Thomas and does.
A carry and a travel in that possession. You have to call it. Where are your eyes?
14 on the shot clock. Mack picked up by Kemp. Alvis snaps a pass to Thomas, and Thomas traveled.
Thank you. It's the third travel in that possession. Gosh. Now, we had Clete Adelman on last game, and he was frustrated with the refereeing. And, you know, when you see that type of sequence right there, it just eats away at your patience.
Alvis able to poke that one out of bounds, but it'll stay with Antelope Valley. DeJesus will bring it in. On the far side, Antelope Valley wearing the road gray. The Falcons in the blue jerseys. Nuwachukwu starts to drive on Hamilton, stops and pops, no good. Rebound pulled down by Carter.
You love the move there from Osi. Jab step, you get the defender off, you create separation. It's a wide open 15-footer. Watch out here. That's a foul offense.
Alvis working against DeJesus, and DeJesus able to draw the offensive foul. What a great job by Wesley DeJesus.
Matt, can we see a replay on that? I thought that was just a great job by DeJesus getting into the offensive player and making him react. Initial bump and then the extension of the forearm there by Alvis, and it's an easy call right in front of the referee.
Well, when you get those hands up, I mean, you know, you're not going to get the reach-in called on you, and it's you really set yourself up if you can get the contact to get the offensive foul called. Payton hooks it back to Kemp. Thomas steps in front. He's got the steal. In 1-on-2, lost his footing.
He just fell
and
down.
The ball out of bounds.
He just fell down.
Now let's make sure everybody's okay.
Yeah.
Kemp's still down. They're helping him up, and Thomas getting to his feet.
Just a wet spot down there, and let's hope everybody's okay. Obviously, Demetrius with a lot of family
Thomas
watching.
Is, adjusting the leg wear there, so I think that's a good sign.
Yeah.
And he will walk it off, and as we talk about often in our coverage, hey, nice to be 18 or 19 years old.
Yeah.
Everybody's okay.
I take a spill like that, and I'm not up for a couple weeks, maybe longer.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point in my life, if I take a spill like that, it's going to leave an injury that never goes away. I may even come back, but I'll probably still have the injury for, at some level, the rest of my life.
Yeah, pick your joint replacement.
Jones signaling a play as he walks it over the timeline, and Antelope Valley's had a couple of opportunities to take the lead, but just can't seem to do it. One more chance here. DeJesus hanging in the air and scores, 33-32. Antelope Valley has the lead. They've scaled the mountain after trailing by 12 in the first half. Wilkes has checked in, and Russ May wants a 30-second timeout. And we'll step aside very briefly. Come back, semifinal number 2 in the Clete Adelman Classic from Mira Costa College. Valley leading it 33-32. The winner of this one back in action at 4 o'clock tomorrow for the championship game here in the second annual Clete Adelman Classic. Smith in the backcourt fouled by Payton.
I like the pressure there from Julian, but he has to move his feet better. They're going to call that every day of the week. You have 2 hands on the offensive player.
It's just the first, or I should say the second team foul on Antelope Valley here in the second half. Cerritos has 4. Hamilton will bring it in from the far side to Guzman, who's checked in. So it's Smith and Wilkes, along with Guzman, Carter, and Hamilton on the floor for the Falcons. Backdoor cut to Guzman. What a great feed. And the finish for Guzman. Hamilton
threading the needle. Jeez, what a pass.
34-33. Falcons back out in front by 1. DeJesus leans over the dribble. He's checked by Carter. Drops it for Floyd off to Jones. Jones drives on Hamilton. Whistles come in before the shot. Hamilton picks up the foul. That'll be the 5th. Sirocco Follings Jr. going to return, replacing Peyton. Nuwachukwu quickly off the bench. He's coming in as well.
It's a very offensively potent lineup on the floor right now for Antelope Valley, trailing by 1. Floyd, DeJesus, Follings. He can hit it from deep. We've talked about the offensive metamorphosis for OC. Such a threat. Demarie Jones averaging 20+ on the season. You know he can fill it up.
15 on the shot clock. DeJesus starts a move on Wilkes, drives it baseline, lays it in. Wesley DeJesus picking up the Marauders here in the second half. 4 straight. Gives them the lead once again, 35-34.
That was pretty.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness from DeJesus as well, coming off the bench and looking to make a contribution. Hamilton recovers. Starts a drive on Jones, kicks it out to Smith, fans it out, 3 on the way for Wilkes, missed everything. Floyd's got the rebound.
Jeff, you talked about it. Cerritos not a team that relies on the 3. Pack it in, make him beat you from deep, and right now Cerritos with the inability to shoot the long ball, hurting him.
And Floyd's rebounding has been a key for Antelope Valley. Follings, checked by Smith. Off to Jones, time on the shot clock, it's down to 10. Jones, checked by Smith. Into the lane, throws one up, gets the roll, but it's an offensive foul on Demarie Jones.
I don't know if I agree with the call. I would have preferred a no call, but Demarie Jones, if you had to make a case for that call, he's initiating contact and he's out of control. It's not a bad call.
35-34. Antelope Valley has the lead. DeJesus will check out, replaced by Solis. Nip and tuck affair here in semifinal number 2. Earlier, San Diego City College over San Diego Miramar College, 97-82 in the first semifinal. So Mitch Charlins and his squad advance to the final here. Mack pops from 18 feet. That's pretty.
That's just too easy. Can't let a player with his offensive ability just get into that kind of a rhythm.
And Mack certainly has the numbers to back it up, second leading scorer on the team. But no matter what his day-to-day play is, it's pretty obvious he's feeling it tonight.
Yeah.
Nuwachukwu, turnaround shot, won't go. Rebound tapped out of bounds, and it's going to belong to Antelope Valley.
Yeah, Guzman, last to touch it, came in like a freight train. Back and forth we go here, 12:34 remaining in the second half. And Jeff, I love calling games like this.
Yeah, you get the feeling that neither team is going to run away and hide here.
No. Well, it's going to be all about composure. Who's able to execute better down the stretch? I mean, obviously that's usually the case, but composure is so key for Antelope Valley. This is a team that they're able to maintain it. They can beat anybody.
Floyd will bring it in. Baseline right. They get it out to Jones. Jones working on Hamilton. Drives into the lane, blocked by Hamilton. Mack has the rebound for Cerritos. So Jones thwarted again. Hamilton drives, fires from 10 feet, won't go. And a whistle on the rebound.
Foul on Solis, trying to get Guzman out.
So the Falcons will have another chance. They lead it by 1, 12-13 to go in the ball game.
We're not seeing Jamar Kemp out there. He was so effective early on.
Smith will bring it in, lobs it into Carter, who's quickly trapped in the corner. And Carter's got to burn a timeout.
Yeah. Smart timeout, though. 12-10 to go, and just every possession so crucial in a nip-and-tuck game.
It's a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside very briefly at the Clete Adelman Classic from Mira Costa College. Mack will bring it in on the near side for the Falcons, who lead it by 1. Smith directing traffic. Hamilton, as it looks like Antelope Valley comes out in a zone defense, Michael. Mack circles right, comes up shooting, air ball. But the rebound recovered by Hamilton, who lays it up and in. So a second chance opportunity for Cerritos, and back to a 3-point lead. Smith nearly had the steal on Fallings. Fallings working against the pressure, and it's a backcourt violation.
I have a timeout being called by the bench here, and that wasn't awarded to Antelope Valley, and it's a turnover. You got to credit Smith there. Great on-ball defense, and forces a 10-second call. Now we'll have a timeout called.
It's a 30-second timeout for Antelope Valley, and I think that came, well, a couple seconds too late.
Yeah. There was 22 on the shot clock when they were calling for the timeout, and well, the 2 seconds ticked off, and got to call it.
Well, surprisingly, there is Fallings is working against Smith. Is you know, Michael, no one comes back to offer any kind of target for Fallings to give up a pass, maybe, to get the ball over the timeline. I don't know if that's by design.
Yeah, you have to bring help, and I think on that possession offensively, everybody a little shell shocked. And that's getting back to my point about being composed in big moments. And you have to understand, at this point against this team, every moment's big.
So a 3-point lead for Cerritos. They have the ball as Mack will bring it in. Hamilton quickly enters it down low. Carter on the drive, blocked by Floyd. Wise tracks down the long rebound, but a foul going to be called. This is going to go against Smith.
Yeah.
So Antelope Valley will bring it in. Is that the 6th-team foul? I believe it is on Cerritos, and if it is, yes, it'll be free throws the rest of the way now for Antelope Valley. Jones drives into a double team, and it's a jump ball. This will give it back to Cerritos.
It's a good call. Smith just doing a great job defensively, and Lester DeJesus is going to come back. He's giving them a lot of great minutes here. He'll come on for Demarie Jones. Yeah,
it looks like Smith just does a great job there of really leading Jones right into the help. And Jones dribbled right into a double team.
We see a 2-2-1 full court press here.
Hamilton. Cross-court pass, very dangerous. Batted ahead to Guzman, who lays it in, and he's fouled.
DeJesus just a hair late. Nearly had a block, but Guzman gets it up on the board, and one opportunity. Could be just the separation that Cerritos needs to milk this one away.
A 7-0 run. Well, it's a 6-0 run right now with a free throw coming for Guzman for the Falcons after they had fallen behind by a point. He's short with the free throw. Nuwachukwu quickly gets it to Fallings. Smith, again, continues to dog Fallings defensively. Knocks it away, but it'll stay with the Marauders. 11:07 to go in the game as DeJesus will trigger it in. Foul line extended left.
Here comes Julian Payton.
So Payton comes in to replace Fallings, and now Jamar Kemp returns, replacing Floyd.
A little bit better offensive continuity personnel on the floor here.
Peyton around a high screen from Kemp. Nwachukwu off a screen. 3 ribs high, no good. Hamilton with the rebound for Cerritos. Ahead to Mack.
A little far out, but I'll take that shot in rhythm. Also been pretty good from 3 on the season.
Smith enters it into Guzman. Turnaround left-handed shot won't go. Nwachukwu snaps down the rebound and leaves it for Wise.
Great feet defensively there from Kemp. Moved him, creates a tough shot. It's a big body to get around in the post.
Peyton. Checked by Smith. He'll fire from 18 feet. Rims high, gets the roll. Well, that stops the run for Cerritos. 40-37, Antelope Valley back within 3.
Kemp hit in the groin, but I wonder if, maybe he was actually overextended there. Kemp will come off. He'll be attended to by a trainer. Let's hope he comes back shortly. Jelon Tennant into the ball game now for Antelope Valley. Smith will bring it up for the Falcons with a 3-point lead. 10-15 remaining in this one. Semifinal number 2. Mott Wise with an ear steal. Taps it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Falcons. Semifinal number 1 in the book. San Diego City punches their ticket to tomorrow's final at 4 p.m. We'll have coverage possibly of that for you. For sure, the Antelope Valley game. TBD, still yet to be determined on that one. Smith with it far side. Contact down low, 3 seconds. Or is that Guzman warding off? Yeah. And you get Guzman working for position, but you cannot hold back the defender. It's a good call. Wise will bring it up for the Marauders. Gets a screen from Tennant. Tennant rolling to the basket. Wise all the way on Mack. Loses it going up. Gets it off of the backboard. 10 on the shot clock. Or check that, 18 on the shot clock. It's off to Peyton. Peyton splits a double team. Pulls up from 17. That's good.
Well, these are great rims for Julian Peyton, who's got very soft touch.
He does.
On his shot, and he's gotten a couple to go here. Getting a lot of rim.
Julian grimacing out there. He's guarding the mid-post right now. Hamilton with it, travel. Well, you can pivot, but you can't do double axle out there. Turnover back the other way to the Marauders, and an opportunity for AVC to take the lead. Peyton out there along with Miles Wise, who has it right now. He's looking for another screen from Jelon Tennant. He gets one off to Peyton. Peyton on the far side wing. Peyton looking for a screen. Loses it. Thomas with a steal in transition. DeJesus trying to track it down. He's first there. Carter tapped it out of bounds, but I'm going to say that it went off of DeJesus. It'll stay with the Falcons. A little helter-skelter action with the basketball.
It's a good job by DeJesus getting back.
Peyton's got to be stronger with it. Loses his shoe, but thought he was grimacing coming off before that. So he's okay. Kemp back to the bench from the trainer's table. 9:06 to go. Smith going to inbound. Watch for Thomas here. They're going to enter it in. Damari Jones tries to track it down. It comes off to Keyshawn Mack. Mack, he traveled. He dragged the pivot foot. They don't call it. It's off of the foot of Wesley DeJesus. It'll stay here. Baseline out of bounds. 24 on the shot clock. Watch out for a screen here. They're going to try and set up Thomas. Thomas had a running start. They lob it up. He's going to have a dunk all day. Smith down the baseline. Thomas from 3. Yes, sir. Great play design on the weak side. Smith executed beautifully.
We
Found
talked about
his
Thomas
man in the shooter's pocket. Sorry,
shooting
Jeffrey.
37% from three-point range, and he can knock down that shot.
Out to a 4-point lead for the Falcons. Wise off to DeJesus. Damari Jones. Good closeout here. Near side by the Falcons. Jones driving the lane. Spin shot up. Tennant with a follow. DeJesus. Rebounded by Thomas. Thomas with numbers back the other way. No, it's 4-on-4. Smith to the rack. Contact down low. It's going to go against Miles Wise. Smith to the line for 2.
You know, Mike, I'm a little surprised that Damari Jones is being so insistent on trying to drive to the front of the rim. He can shoot from outside. Not much of an adjustment. I don't know if maybe he just sees something, if it's a case of frustration, or he sees something that he feels like he can do in that matchup. But I can scarcely recall him really spotting himself up and trying a shot from outside.
Yeah, I think he's leaning a little bit too much on the drive. I think you're right. He's not finding the rhythm from beyond the arc, and he's going to come off. And DeMar just really hasn't found a rhythm at all offensively this evening. Floyd back into the ball game. It's Fallings, Floyd, Tenen, DeJesus, and Nuachukwu. First free throw off the mark. Second readied by Smith. Up, and that one's short. OC with a rebound. No points on the board on that possession for Cerritos. They still lead it by 4. 8:12 to go. Nuachukwu on the dribble. Working on Colero off to Floyd. Floyd from 3. And Matt got him in the midsection. I'm surprised they don't call that. Matt comes down low and disrupts the shot. Makes contact with the midsection of Floyd. Floyd a little flat on that 3 as well. Got to finish up top, big man. Mack with it up top, and offense is really stagnated here. We have a foul on Tenen. Trying to work against Demetrius Thomas, who's working for a low post position. Is that the 17th foul or the 6th? I think it's going to be the 7th, 1-on-1.
Both teams in the penalty now.
Yep. Both teams in the penalty, but I think that's advantage AVC with their attacking mentality. Thomas readies the first. That one's short. Got to make your free throws.
3 straight misses for Cerritos, and remember this potentially. If AVC is able to come back and get the win here.
DeJesus wide open 3, falling away off the mark. Tenen had a beat on the rebound. DeJesus tracks it down inside. Tenen point blank, has it blocked by Mack. Recovers midair. It's out of bounds off of Colero. It'll stay with the Marauders. Tenen just needs to secure it and go right up with it. DeJesus doesn't need to fall away. Bailed out there, was off the mark. He can shoot it. DeJesus is going to inbound the basketball. This is an odd spot here. Enter into Fallings. Fallings gets a screen from Nuachukwu, and he lost the basketball. Carter with a steal. Kemp getting ready to check back into the ballgame. Colero has it near side. Alvis, Mack, Carter. Colero looking inside to Mack, denied by Floyd. Nothing there. Alvis reverses it. They go inside to Carter, guarded by Tenen. Oh, that's an offensive foul. Great job by Tenen just positioning, and Carter looking for separation, extended the forearm. He can't believe the call. It's pretty obvious.
You called that before he hit the floor, Mike.
I have my moments.
You called that when the ball entered the post. I feel like it was, he saw the future.
No DeLorean for me. I just drive a Prius. Fallings gets a screen from Kemp at the high post. They're looking for Floyd down low, guarded by Mack. Surprised they didn't enter it in. Kemp's going to keep it himself, reverse it. Wards off. Nuachukwu from 3, and it's good. OC Nuachukwu from Kemp.
Breaks a drought for both teams and gets AVC back within 1.
Pace slows to a crawl here. We come down the stretch in the second half to reach in by Kemp, 1-on-1. Alvis is going to go to the line here on the season. He says he's 100%. I'm no expert, but that's pretty good.
I'll guarantee you this. Nobody's shooting better from the line. Well, now maybe somebody is.
Well,
4 straight misses, Mike, from the line for Cerritos.
The announcer's jinx in effect. Kemp looking for a cutter. Can't find one. He's guarded top of the key by Carter. Going to keep the dribble. Hand off to Floyd. No, keep it himself. Kemp will drive the lane, into the lane, and he's going to be fouled going up with it. No, they're going to ward off the shot. It's going to be a 1-and-1 coming to Jamar Kemp, and we talked about how good he is from the free throw line. I'm afraid to say it almost. Kemp will have an opportunity to give Antelope Valley the lead.
Well, after the miss from the line yesterday, Jamar is down to 93% from the line on the season.
Still a pretty gaudy point total.
It's not bad.
If it's, well, it can't be 2. It's got to be a 1-and-1 because he made the bucket. If they're giving him 2 shots, he made the bucket. It should be a 1-and-1.
Well, yeah, if they're saying it's before the shot, then it's got to be a 1-and-1.
Yeah. If it's on the shot, it went in, it should be 2 on the board. First free throw up and good. Not going to matter. It's a moot point at this point. 5:54 to go in this one. 43-all. Antelope Valley and Cerritos live on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Day 2, semifinal number 2 of the Clete Adelman Classic from Mira, Costa. And the lead back to the Marauders. As Kemp is true on both. Mack on the dribble. Off to Colero. Colero, great on-ball defense from DeJesus, and he forces an errant pass, and it's a foul by Colero. 1-and-1 coming to Wesley.
DeJesus, meanwhile, an 88% foul shooter.
Take that. The shooting stroke has been a little bit off the mark for Wesley tonight. He's had a couple layups, point blank, but the 3 ball has been a little errant. Like to see him control the breathing here. He does just that. Good exhale as he initially receives the ball. First free throw up and good by Wesley. Demetrius Thomas has not seen him in a while. Checks back into the ball game along with Guzman. Colero.
This is the largest lead of the night for Antelope Valley College.
Will come out along with Isaiah Taylor. DeJesus good on both. 46-43. And the Marauders with their biggest lead tonight. Alvis, crossover dribble. Guarded by Kemp, and Alvis, pretty finish with the left hand. And the kiss off the glass.
Great job using his body to ward off Kemp.
Floyd starting the offense way too far out in front. Kemp with it at the top of the key. Great backdoor cut. DeJesus catching Thomas asleep. The Puerto Rican native doing his country proud there. Gets it back to a 3-point advantage for the Marauders.
Kemp, who leads Antelope Valley in assists at just under 3 a game.
Carter, top of the key, off to Mack. Mack nearly shuffled his feet before he put the ball down. They don't call it. Nwachukwu reaches in, can't have a steal. Floyd guarding Carter, pokes it away. Carter inside, Guzman. That's a tough matchup down low for Fallings. DeJesus with the help, but Guzman scores. It's a good job by Cerritos working it around and finally exploiting the mismatch down low.
Well, this is part of what Thomas really does to create so many matchup problems. A 6'8" player who can play in the backcourt.
Yeah.
And it's a huge lineup on the floor with for Cerritos.
Thomas is not 100% right now after that fall. Nwachukwu driving the lane, cuts in, nearly lost the pass from Kemp. Fallings wide open in the corner. He'll fire from 3, and that's good. Sirocco Fallings. 4-point lead for ABC. Back and forth we go here. Clete Adelman Classic.
Not a surprise to see Antelope Valley getting production from across their starting 5. In the victory yesterday, all 5 starters were in double figures.
Carter will fire from the elbow and bank one in. I don't know if he called it, but the Falcons will take it. Gets it to a 2-point deficit for Cerritos. 3:51 to go. Timeout on the floor. You are watching 3C2A men's basketball here on SoCal College Sports.
Spread the word, everybody. If you have friends or family that couldn't make it to tonight's game, be sure to let them know that they can watch all of our broadcasts on our website at www.socalcollegesports.com, as well as our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. Have a shout-out that you'd like us to read on air for your favorite player or team? Be sure to tweet that to us at SoCal College SPO. That's S-P-O. ABC leads the Falcons 51-49. Back in a moment.
Live from the campus of Mira Costa College, Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoynoff, Matt Henson with you on tonight's coverage. Semifinals, the Clete Adelman Classic. 3:50 to go. It's a 2-point lead for the Marauders, and they have the ball. Wise over to Fallings, who just hit that 3 for the Marauders. Back to Wise up top to Kemp. And Kemp has really been the catalyst for this offense, initiating offense from the high post. Working on Guzman right now. Behind the back dribble, all the way to the bucket. Left-handed layup, no good. Rebound, fought for and won by Carter. High degree of difficulty on that shot from Kemp. Carter kicks it out. Alvis wide open, 3 off the mark. Floyd with a rebound. Isaiah Tyler with the foul. 2 shots now coming to Gregory Floyd.
Yeah, the percentage as a team for Cerritos just 30% from three-point range. And that's a pretty good look, but nonetheless, defensively, you're willing to take your chances against the Falcons, giving up that kind of shot, at least as it's gone so far.
You'll take your chances. I don't necessarily like the rhythm there that Alvis is able to get into. I mean, ABC, you want to attack them on the weak side, and Cerritos executes that to perfection, but Alvis unable to make the 3. And on the other end, Floyd connects on the first. 2 shots the rest of the way for the Marauders. They're in the double bonus. Second free throw up and good for Gregory Floyd. 3:02 to go. Alvis will bring it up. Alvis into Guzman. Guzman has that one picked away. He's able to recover. He's double teamed in the short corner by Kemp and Floyd. He comes away, pivots away. Here's Mack on the far side. Mack, good close out by Fallings. Thomas reverses up top. Mack fires from 3. In and out. Thomas with a long carom rebound. Alvis from 3 will try it, and he'll hit.
Second chance points.
Christian Alvis.
We've been talking about how you want to defend Cerritos. Well, what they want to do offensively is exactly that. One of the better rebounding teams in the 3C2A. That's where a lot of their offense comes from.
Great kick. Fallings wide open jumper. That one off the mark. 53-52, 2:18 to go. Carter from the corner, no. Puts it on the floor, picks up his dribble. Miles Wise denying. Steal by Greg Floyd. Floyd with numbers. He's going to slow it up.
If you're Antelope Valley, Michael, you got to win this game. You got to win this game with defense.
Well, they force a turnover there. Timeout on the floor. Well, exactly 2 minutes on the clock. Full timeout on the floor. You are watching Marauder basketball on SoCal College Sports.
I've always been told that it is part of my duty to be a voice for my community. And I like to think that as an attorney here at the Cochran firm, that I am doing what Mr. Cochran wanted us to do, which was to always be committed to your community and to serve your community and to fight, even when you feel like the odds are against you. And at the end of the day, justice will be served.
I had a full set of nails at the start of this broadcast. About half of them are chipped off or bitten off now. Tight one down the stretch, 53-52. Antelope Valley with a 1-point lead on top of Cerritos, semifinal number 2. Here the Clete Adelman Classic. Marauders with the ball right now, working left to right. Jamar Kemp at the top of the key. Initiate the offense once more. 7 on the shot clock. Kemp's going to have to go to work here. Still on the dribble, looking for a cutter. Keeps it. Still with it. 3 on the shot clock. Wise inside. Did he get the shot off? They're going to wave it off. Wise just beyond the shot clock at 0. Matt, can we get a replay and see if he got it off in time or not?
It definitely came after the buzzer.
Yeah, I think so too. We'll see it. You can kind of sync it up top. Yeah, 0 on the clock and still in his hand. Great job there down low.
That's a great defensive set from the Falcons. They had the ball in the high post with Kemp, and the Marauders were moving without the ball. But nobody could really work their way free until the shot clock was winding down and Wise couldn't beat the clock.
Yeah, Wise just a little late on the back door. Hamilton, meanwhile, with the ball up top. Off to Alvis. Alvis driving the lane, left-handed scoop shot with the English. And he gets it to go, and now it's a 1-point lead for Cerritos. And if you think back to the semifinals of the Compton tournament versus Citrus, Antelope Valley had a lead late in that one. They let it slip away. As a team, as you grow throughout a season, you have to find a way to win tough games and close games down the stretch. Let's see if ABC can change the script. 1:16 remaining. Trailer by 1, they have the ball coming back.
Ram trucks are America's longest lasting pickup truck, and you can buy your Ram truck at H.W. Hunter Ram of the West, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer. With knowledgeable truck experts, great deals, and an inventory as big as the wide open West. Choose from hundreds of pickup trucks and commercial vehicles. And you can find your Ram of the West at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Auto Mall and ramofthewest.com.
.116 to go, and the Falcons take the lead late here in the second half. 54-53. Full court pressure going to be applied here. This was a problem earlier in this half as Smith forced a 10-second violation. No such violation will occur on this possession. Double high post. Box set in the half court. Nwachukwu now with it in the corner working on Carter. Cut off there. Demarie Jones now on Hamilton. He'll rise from 17 feet. It's off the mark. The rebound comes off to Mack. Keyshawn. Near steal, but it's a foul. This is going to go against Kemp. It's a 1-and-1.
Mack, a 63% foul shooter.
Got to be ready on the miss.
The Falcons have had some struggles from the line in this second half.
Yeah, I wonder what the numbers are right now. I don't have live stats here for you. Free throw up and good, and that is an icy free throw from Keyshawn Mack. Yeah, going into that free throw, 42% as a team from the line, but that's making it when it counts.
Well, you still have time if you're Antelope Valley. This is not a panic situation.
Get the thumbs up from Russ May. Court side. Second one off the mark. And Russ May turns over and says, I jinxed him. He's probably right. Kemp on the dribble inside. Fallings has that pass stolen by Alvis. That one stolen. Sirocco Fallings gets it back. Fallings to the rack. A lot of contact from the backside. No call. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Marauders. Floyd will come back into the ball game. He's going to come on for Demarie Jones.
Well, this is a great adjustment by the Falcons down the stretch against Kemp in the high post. Hasn't been as effective being able to find cutters.
They enter into Nwachukwu. Nwachukwu, DeJesus fakes inside. Kemp wide open inside. Can't get it to go point blank. Jump ball nearly forced. It comes off to Guzman. They're going to have to foul here with only a 2-second differential on the shot clock and the game clock. Did they get Alvis or did they call a timeout? Oh, Kemp had it. Point blank. Do we have a replay of it? All the way back on the slider here, Maddie. Oh, just right there on the doorstep, and Kemp unable to have that soft touch go his way. 23 seconds to go. Timeout on the floor before the foul was called. We'll be back in a moment. .23 seconds to go. The shot clock turned off. Going to be an immediate foul most likely. Well, you have to foul. They get it out of Alva's hands. Here's Mack. You have to foul somebody. What are you doing? Get Hamilton. That's a steal. Wow. Kemp quickly back the other way, shooting from three. This should be a three-point play. The shot was going up. He was contacted. So, okay, they're not going to award him three. It will be two. That should have been on the shot.
2 pressure-filled free throws coming for Jamar Kemp.
Wow.
9.4 to go. And Kemp, who has been so very good from the line all year long, but none will be bigger than these 2 free throws coming now.
Hush up, Stoy. No jinx. First free throw. Money. Under 10 seconds to go. The lead is 1 for the Falcons, and 1 more free throw now for Jamar Kemp.
9.4 to go. The Falcons with time. And you have to like Kemp here taking a little walk. Talk so much about pacing at the line.
Probably going to see a timeout called from Antelope Valley. That's exactly what happens here as Taylor goes to the referee. Second free throw. Does not hit any iron. 55 all, 9.4 to go. Smelling overtime here. The semifinal number 2, Clete Adelman Classic from Mira, Costa.
And we may be down to the final 10 seconds of tonight's game, but you can catch tomorrow's games on our website at www.socalcollegesports.com or our YouTube channel at SoCal College Sports 1. And be sure to tweet at us at SoCal College SPO. That's SBO. If you have a shout out that you'd like us to read on air for one of your favorite team members or your favorite team, be sure to tweet that at us and we'll get that on the air for you at SoCal College SPO. That's SPO.
Got to make them work for it here. No easy, cheap ones. Keep them in front and contest a shot, and you take your chances. Floyd, Nuachukwu, Fallings, DeJesus, and Kemp on the floor. Carter will bring it in for the Falcons. They enter into Guzman. Guzman brings it up, near foul. Be 6.6 on the clock. Was this an inadvertent whistle? Wow, well, that definitely changes the script here. That's unfortunate because it looked like Antelope Valley was going to get a steal out of that. Instead, it will be sideline out of bounds, inadvertent whistle on the floor, 6.6 to go. Cerritos with the ball. Mack will bring it in. Near side, Hamilton wide open from three. Yes!
That was Riley Hamilton.
4 seconds to go.
Gotta look at the replay, Michael.
1.3 to go. Timeout on the floor at half court. And ABC with a pulse. What a huge shot for Riley Hamilton.
And it looks like ABC just wasn't quite ready as Hamilton ended up pretty well all alone in the corner on the shot.
It was a broken play that was set up. Hamilton running the baseline. I think Fallings Jr. got caught on the baseline on a screen off of the ball. Well, that's just a heady play. That's just better composure in a big moment by, I don't want to say the better team, but the team that's likely going to win this one. 1.3 to go. Still a chance here for Antelope Valley. The defense just makes it so hard, though. Considering the athleticism at the disposal defensively for Cerritos, I'm looking for Gregory Floyd to Osi Nuachukwu for the three.
Well, you certainly have a lot of options for Antelope Valley.
Jamar Kemp, your best passer, but also likely your best screener. I'd like to see him in play. He's going to bring the ball in. They're going to screen off Guzman, and I think they're going to send Nuachukwu to the corner. Yep, that's exactly it. Oh, they had him. Fallings from three to tie it. No. Your final, 58-55. Cerritos comes away with a win. What a battle here in semifinal number 2 of the Clete Adelman Classic. Back with a short recap after this.
That concludes today's action.
I've always been told that it is part of my duty to be a voice for my community. And I like to think that as an attorney here at the Cochran firm, that I am doing what Mr. Cochran wanted us to do, which was to always be committed to your community and to serve your community and to fight, even when you feel like the odds are against you. And at the end of the day, justice will be served.
Ram trucks are America's longest lasting pickup truck, and you can buy your Ram truck at H.W. Hunter Ram of the West, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer. With knowledgeable truck experts, great deals, and an inventory as big as the wide open West. Choose from hundreds of pickup trucks and commercial vehicles. And you can find your Ram of the West at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Auto Mall and ramofthewest.com.
Final score in semifinal number 2, 58-55. Cerritos over Antelope Valley in a thriller. And the Falcons advance to the final tomorrow at 4 o'clock. That will be against San Diego City College. The third place game we will for sure have for you on SoCalCollegeSports.com. That will be Antelope Valley basketball taking on Miramar in the third place game. That will be at 2 o'clock. Please join us for that. As for the rest of the schedule, stay tuned to the site, www.SoCalCollegeSports.com. We're working on possibly having the final matchup for you. Of course, that's not completely our decision, but would like to have that game for you. But in any event, we will certainly be here at 2 o'clock. And, of course, keep following us on Twitter at SoCalCollegeSpo and at the site, SoCalCollegeSports.com, for updates on our upcoming schedule as regards tomorrow. Once again, the final 58-55. Going to hold on here just for 1 second as Michael will rejoin us here just to wrap things up very quickly. Michael, let's bring you on. I was just letting everybody know that, of course, we'll have the 2 o'clock game tomorrow for sure. We're working on our schedule for the championship game as well. That is still to be determined at this point. We're waiting to hear, but of course they can follow us at our website, SoCalCollegeSports.com, on Twitter at SoCalCollegeSpo.
There's a conversation that still needs to be had, but it's trending in the right direction. But
yep.
We will for sure have coverage of the 2 o'clock game tomorrow here for the third place game, the Clete Adelman Classic. Just a great game here, 58-55 down the stretch. Both teams with players that were hurt. Demario Jones was a little nicked up, along with Julian Payton, had a hip pointer, and then Demetrius Thomas hurt his knee, or it's a lower leg injury. Don't know if it's a shin or a knee, somewhere in that vicinity. I heard at the end of the game, but hopefully able to bounce back tomorrow because they get one of the toughest team, if not the toughest team.
Waiting in the wings is
the defending state champs. So
waiting in the wings, Diggstown style, or as San Diego City College. A team that is a real beast collectively, and we'll have a chance, hopefully, to see them again tomorrow.
Yeah, very talented bunch,
well
coached, very good defensively, and it's not a wonder why they were up at Las Positas and won a title last year. But it's going to be an interesting matchup if they are fully healthy. I don't know how many bodies they're going to have available tomorrow. Will Cerritos, but that's going to be a nip and tuck game as well. But San Diego City, with their offensive firepower and Wonder Smith, the job he did today, 36 points in semifinal number 1.
You don't run away and hide from Cerritos. I think really no matter who you are, and they have a way of hanging around, and that's what they did here. And for Antelope Valley, an intriguing matchup tomorrow. Miramar, another very talented team. Antelope Valley, so much talent, as we've talked about. Some growing pains this season. They continue to work just a little bit over 500, and you have the feeling that this team, if they can really find a way to gel, can really do something special. But still a work in progress, it would appear. But a challenge tomorrow, and it'll be interesting to see how they bounce back. A game that I think they need to win for their psyche as well here and finish off a third place.
I'll do it for our coverage here. Day 2 of the Clete Adelman Classic in the books. And it's Cerritos and San Diego City tomorrow in the championship. Miramar and Antelope Valley in the third place game, 2 and 4 o'clock. Thank you for joining us, everybody. For Jeff Stoynoff, Matt Henson, I'm Mike Cepeda saying so long here from Mira, Costa.